Tuesday night before I headed down to Naples, I went to the Bees Blues game. And the main thought I had, and by the way, the Blues are 11-0-1 in their last 12, scoring over 5 goals a game. Their PK is 95% in that run. They are unbelievable right now. And then watching Minnesota play, I feel so bad for both of those fan bases, and even more bad for Minnesota in a sense that one of those teams is going to lose in the first round. Oh my God. And I think I mentioned maybe last week that the fact that they're already like set to play, but that is going to be the craziest. And you saw the game that they just had, the 6-5 incredible win by St. Louis after almost blowing the big lead. That is going to be the best first round series. Right now, you heard me say it. I think every game will be close. It's going to be a war. And I unfortunately think right now I'm kind of leaning towards St. Louis. St. Louis has in the middle right now, O'Reilly, Thomas, Shen. What? Those are your 3 centers? So I just kind of thought of the fact that those two teams playing each other and how good minis looked. It's just very unfair that one of those teams has to go home in the first round. But go ahead. All right, sorry.
No, that's all right. No problem at all. Actually, yeah, that was Torrey Krug's first game back in Boston, right? With the video tribute?
Yes, great video tribute for him. I was talking beforehand about how I think so many people are undeserving of video tributes these days. Could not agree that Torrey really deserved one. He's one of those guys that they had a great run while he was here. He was a very well-liked, not only player, but person in the community. We've interviewed him a bunch. Like, nobody's ever had a bad word to say about Torrey Krug. And then what does he do? He gets an assist on the first goal and then snipes another one right in front of my face. Right now, I was on the glass, unreal seats, but the video was really cool because you kind of forgot, like, Krug came out of college, hopped right in the lineup, sniped on Lundqvist in the playoffs, and never really looked back. I mean, he was just an undersized guy that was so fast, had such a great shot, and then threw the weight around once in a while. That hit on Thomas in the Cup Finals, one of his biggest hits ever.
Oh, man, I was just going to say I would have bet $50,000 that hit was on that video tribute. It had to have been, no?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
Hilarious, too, because it's his teammate. Now, that kid, by the way, on fucking fire.
Holy shit. That kid is sick.
The Blues, they were scuffling not too long ago. People were like, oh, what's wrong with the Blues? And now they're the hottest team in hockey. 12-1-1 the last 14 versus Minnesota. They've beaten them 7 times in a row. But also, we got a note here. Minnesota never had Marc-Andre Fleury before in the playoffs. So
I don't even know if he's going to be starting, though. Like,
yeah, Talbot's been fucking damn good since they did get him. Obviously, the pants.
Now, if playoffs started, I asked you about the Smith one last week. Do you think Husso's getting the net instead of Binnington?
So I would say yes, but Binnington's won his last 3. He's given up 2 goals in each. So he's at least putting that question mark, right, into Chief Berube's head, right? like Wade, this is the guy I won the cup with. Now he's rounding into form.
Yeah.
But I mean,
the games are starting to matter. So he's carrying a little bit more.
And friggin' Parayko in person it's like he's so big and he's way faster than you think. Like, and then the way that just like everything about that team, they are a deep team that they don't really need that much. They'll get a chance, boom, they kind of take advantage of it. I mean, they beat Mini 6-5, and then they went into Nashville and whooped them, scored 7 goals in the second period, which is the most goals scored in one period in this entire NHL season. There's been the scoring this year is nuts. I'd like to get your guys' opinions on maybe why you think it is this way.
I think that teams and guys are getting fatigued given the backlog schedule and the fact that they are playing later into the year this year just because how everything was backed up. I think that also on top of that, the really highly skilled, really guys who are like their fitnesses are completely dialed in and they understand the length of the season and how to take care of themselves. I think they're just really separating themselves and they're able to exploit the game. And it just so happens a few teams have a lot of those guys where like they got 3 lines that are just every night. They're not slowing down, pumping out offense. I mean, you look at what Colorado's done. I think that they've scored 3 or more goals in like an insane amount of game, or maybe it was even Florida. So basically every night you can guarantee that they're getting 3 or more goals, which I mean, just teams are just scoring at alarming rates and, all these, goaltending issues.